When I started at the museum, 7% of the collection had been photographed.
Yeah.
We have 210,000 objects. Very small amount had been photographed. Most of it hadn't been documented very well for various historical reasons. Now, 75 to 80% of the collection is online.
Yeah.
Every object that is on display is online. Every exhibition is available with their, what we call the A panel text. I don't know if you call that the A panel, B panel, and object label. All that text is online as well. And as you go through the objects, this is what you get. So this is the Polaroid, and we get the information about it. We know where it is. This is using incredibly bad data. So we've not employed extra cataloguers or registrars to make this data better. We've just presented it in a way that's a bit more friendly. We've tried to undatabase this. So everything is written in sentences. So this Polaroid, this says, instead of it saying object type, camera and case, origin United States, it says this is a camera and case from the United States. Instead of saying date 1972, it says it is dated 1972 and we acquired it in 1999. It's a sentence, just turning those database fields into sentences is a simple, very simple thing, but it takes it away from it feeling like it's work. And it's the easiest thing every museum could do. And this has really changed how people use this collection. It's made it, it's kept the accessibility for scholars who want to do searches and do those things and want to know what, precision around stuff. But it's also humanized it for everyone who's not a scholar, which is most of the section. Most of the audiences to a museum are not scholars, no matter what sort of museum you are. We also, every time, so this is a donor, we have a donor record, and instead of that donor record just being the name of the person and a short bio, and then a list of objects, we present like, hey, here's some highlight things, and we know who this person's related to, so why don't we just show them as well? And we've done some things, we've done some tricky stuff where, we know we have stuff that other museums have, so we say that. We have objects that were designed by people that MoMA also has objects from those same people, because of course we do. So we just say that and make those linkable, and sort of start to build these sort of, that's what the web's very good at. This is more advanced, this is harder to do than sentencerizing everything. The other thing that we did was just a quick experiment, in fact. This was using some code from the days at Powerhouse from almost a decade ago. We did this color browser. That for everything that's photographed, we run a very simple computer vision algorithm on that extracts colors from the digitized image. And then people can browse by those colors. I can use different color palettes, but I can say, show me all the things in this color that have that color in it. And this is not what this is just using computer vision to do it. And this now starts to show me things from across different collecting fields. And it means I'm not presented with a search box. I could go up and do a search, but it's not the first thing that I see. When I was doing the Powerhouse stuff, we were one of the first museums to do. Well, we were the first museum to do wide-scale social tagging and recommendations and stuff at scale. And what the thing we did there in 2005-06 was make a really big search box. And then we added this sort of thing to get into other stuff, but actually we still were thinking about this as if the search box was the primary mode of discovery. And that's the case if you're inside the museum, because you know what's in the collection. If you're not from inside the museum, you need pathways in. It's like this big forest, and it's like, find the hut in the forest. Well, how do I get into the forest? You know, I didn't even know there's a hut in there. So give me paths that I can follow. So this is what the colour thing works as. The other nice bit here is we also do this thing where obviously the museum has things of different shapes. So because we have wallpapers and textiles, we have some very long, thin things and some very short, wide things. And that's really difficult to design for. So we do this thing again where we use computer vision to pick out the most complex part of an image and turn it into a square. So this, if I roll over it, it shows the full image, which is beanbag. But it just gives this sort of sense of it being visual trickery. It's this thing also, again, of drawing your attention to deep detail. But it's all done by computers, so it's not, doesn't always pick up the best things, but it does make you curious, and that again is part of that idea of, well, what if you could, so this one's particularly good. This again is the dark green thing, and you can see that you're unlikely to want to click that and explore that. But if you see that, you might just go, hey, what is that? I'm just going to click that, and off I go through to, it's a print actually. It is, and there it is, and it's an offset lithograph, and I can go to, say, this one, designed by Mike Szabo, and here's all the other things that Mike Szabo has done as a designer. So again, I started to organise what is a very poorly documented collection with at least what I can possibly do with it. So that's his personal record, not a huge amount. But we try to make that there as much as possible. We can also, as I say, go to the on display. We can see the current exhibitions. We can see what's in those exhibitions. Everything that's in those exhibitions is online. And here's where I would say all the videos from this show. Here are all the videos in that show. I can hit those to play them. And off they go. These include videos from other people, so we have cleared rights to do this because we think it matters. We really do think it matters. And those objects are also connected to other things. So if I go to this one, this video has its own page, and these are the objects that are featured in this video. Mm-hmm. Right, so these objects as well. If I go to the object page for this prosthetic hand, lo and behold, the video is down the bottom too. So no matter which way I come at it, I get access to all the things. So we're talking about what does the visitor see when you come in. So I'm going to go to my visits. My visits. So here's some visits I've done. This is my visit on March 12th. Let's have a look at this March 12th visit. I collected 6 objects in this visit. There they are. Here's a chair that I designed. I can go to those and I can start to create my own narratives around them, so I can edit that text. So if I'm a teacher, I can delete that and make it something else if I want for my class. I can add extra notes and those things. This is incredibly skeletal at the moment, but the idea is that it can be, it's designed to be skeletal so we can put flesh on the bones. Rather than fully designing this and then finding no one uses all the extra features we put effort into. So it's that sort of annotation, very simple annotation tools. Visitors can make these public or private, so it may be that you don't want to share your stuff, or you